Welcome to Swoop Yoga. Thanks for joining me. It is quite a chilly day today, a little bit of snow on the ground, so it's going to be a slightly shorter session for me. So we will start in our usual comfortable seated position, whether that is cross-legged or legs out in front, and with 3 breaths. So a nice tall spine. Inhale in through the nose, fill up the belly, fill up the lungs, hold at the top, and out through the mouth. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears with the exhale. Inhale in through the nose. Pause. And out through the mouth. And just one more of those in your own time. Great. And we'll just begin with a few gentle shoulder shrugs. So just making some circles with the shoulders. So bringing them down away from the ears, forwards, up to the chin, and then down the back. Good. And then changing direction. Good. And then we'll just bring the arms into play as well. So reaching up to the sky, bringing the arms out behind, warming up the shoulders. So just some nice gentle circles as big as you can. And changing direction. Good. And then we shall come into tabletop position. So shoulders over the hands, hips over the knees, and some nice cat-cows to start with. So dropping the belly, looking up, inhale, and then exhale, rounding through the spine, looking towards the navel. So just keeping that movement going with the inhale, looking up, bringing that chest forwards, exhaling, rounding through. And just a couple more of those with your breath. Really pushing down through the palms of the hands, the fingers. And last one. And coming back to a neutral position. And we're going to bring the right knee in towards the chest. And then again, rounding through the spine, looking towards the navel. And then as we inhale, we're going to kick that right foot up out behind and bringing the chest forward, looking up to the sky, trying to get the toes to meet the back of the head. So exhale, bringing the chin and the knee towards each other, the forehead. And inhale, extending, opening up through the chest. Exhale, rounding through. And inhale, opening up. Good. And drop the right knee back to the mat and we'll take it on the other side. So left knee comes into the chest, rounding through the spine, forehead to knee. And then inhale, bringing the chest forward, looking up, really trying to reach the left toes to the back of the head. Exhale, rounding through. And inhale, reaching up and back. Rounding through. And reach. And last one. Good. And drop the left knee down and bring the knees to the outer edges of the mat, or drop the hips back to the heels, and then reaching the hands forwards, dropping the head down towards the floor into child pose. Just connecting with the breath here. breathing into those ribs, watching how they expand and contract. And then we're going to walk the hands across to the right hand side of the mat, and then really pushing down through the palms of the hands, the fingers, stretching that left side body, the left shoulder, breathing into the left ribs. And then walking the hands back through center and off to the left edge of the mat. And then again, really kind of pushing down through the palms of the hands, stretching through that right shoulder, breathing into the right ribs. Good. And walking the hands back onto the mat, coming back up into tabletop position. And from here, we're going to tuck the toes, and then we're going to push down through the palms of the hands and hover the knees just about an inch or two off the mat. And from here, we're just going to lift the right foot up off the mat and then place it back down, lift the left foot off the mat. So engaging through the core, through the hands, the shoulders, swap again to right foot lifted, pushing down through the toes, the fingers, swap to left foot lifted. Good. And then place both feet back down and then lift the hips up to the sky, pushing back into our downward dog. So pedaling out the legs, really pushing through the palms of the hands, the fingers, and we're trying to push the chest back towards the thighs, lifting the sitting bones up to the sky. And then looking towards the hands, we're going to step the left foot in between the hands, and then bringing the back right foot to a 45-degree angle, we're going to come up into warrior one. So the hips are square on to the top edge of the mat. We're trying to sink low into that left knee, and then, like I say, that back right foot's kind of pinging off to 45 degrees, and then raising the arms up to the sky. Maybe your hands come together, maybe there is a gap in between the hands. Trying to sink low into that front left knee while staying grounded in the back right foot. And then really reaching the hands up to the sky. Good. On the next exhale, we'll drop the hands back down to the mat, step the foot back so we're in plank position, and just holding it here for a moment. And then you can drop the knees or keep them lifted, and we exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. And then we're going to bring the arms out to either edge of the mat. They're just off the mat. The elbows are lifted, and as we inhale, peeling the chest up high, and exhale, lower. So just the chest is lifting off the mat. So inhale, peeling the chest up, and exhale, lower. And one more of those. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. We inhale for upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, pushing back into downward facing dog. And again, you can pedal out the legs here, bending one knee at a time. And then looking towards the hands again, stepping the right foot in between the hands. The back left foot comes to 45-degree angle so that the heel can come flat on the floor, keeping the right knee in line with the right toes and sinking into that knee. We inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And again, you might have your hands together or a slight gap, but trying to keep everything square on to that top edge of the mat, grounding down through the feet and connecting with the breath here. And the next exhale, we drop the hands down. Step the right foot back into plank and hold here for a moment. In this plank, we're going to lift the right foot off the mat for a moment and place it back down. Lift the left foot off the mat, place it back down, and exhale, lower all the way down. And we bring the hands off the mat again, reaching out to the side, elbows lifted onto the fingertips. Inhale, peeling the chest up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. And last one, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, pushing up for upward dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. And then drop the knees down onto the mat, walking the hands to the top edge of the mat and bringing that forehead down. So getting a nice stretch through the shoulder blades. If this is too much, then you can just stack your fists one on top of the other. But really trying to keep the elbows lifted, pushing down through the hands, the fingers. And just connect with the breath here. And then inhale, coming up, we're going to bring the right hand up towards the sky. Inhaling, reaching up and back, opening that right shoulder. And as we exhale, we're going to slide it underneath the left shoulder, bring the right ear down to the mat, and then walk the left hand so the arm is extended. So you should be feeling a nice stretch in the right shoulder here. And then pushing back through that left hand, and then planting the right hand down. And then we're going to inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky, opening up through the shoulder. And exhale, sliding it underneath the right shoulder. Bringing the left ear down, walking the right hand to the top edge of the mat. Really breathing into that left shoulder and keeping the pressure quite firm through the right hand, keeping that right shoulder engaged. Good, then pushing through the right hand, lifting back up into tabletop position. And from here, we're going to tuck the toes again, lifting up into downward facing dog. And we're going to walk the hands towards the feet, coming into our ragdoll position. So cradling the elbows, bringing the forehead down towards the knees. You can bend the knees as much as you like here. And then really slowly coming up to a standing position. Reaching the arms up to the sky. And hands to heart. And then bringing the palms of the hands facing forwards, down by the sides. We're just going to step the left forward, a big step with the left forward, the left foot, and then both feet facing the long edge of the mat. From here, we're going to reach the arms up to the sky. So we're in our 5-pointed star position. Inhale, reach. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the heart and sink low into a squat position, as low as you can go. So inhale, reaching up. And exhale, squatting down. And again, inhale, reach. You're trying to open the shoulders, open the chest. Exhale, lower, trying to push those knees back. And one more, inhale, reach. And exhale, squat. And then just coming up to extending both legs, and we can just bring the hands to the hips. Gonna inhale, open up through the chest, keep the spine nice and straight, and then hinging from the hips, we're dropping the chest down, bringing the forehead down towards the mat, and then you can just release the hands down to the floor. So maybe the hands are flat, maybe you're on your fingertips, just listening in to what feels good for your body today. You can just let the head hang nice and heavy. And just connecting with the breath here. And then pushing slightly up, we're just going to walk the hands over towards the left foot, so we get a nice stretch down the right side of the body, keeping grounded in both feet if we can. And if you need to bend your knees, then do so. And then walking the hands back through center and over to the right foot. And then walking the hands back through center again. We're just going to come onto our fingertips, looking up to flat back position. So nice flat back, looking up, and then as we exhale, we'll just lower one more time, breathing into breathing into the backs of the legs. Good, and then coming up to a stand, and we'll just inhale, reach up one more time, and exhale, hands to heart, and we'll just step to the back of the mat again, coming back into our mountain pose. So feet together, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, nice open chest. Inhale, reaching for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, looking up, flat back. And exhale, walking the hands forward into our plank position. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, upward dog. And as we exhale, we're just going to push back into a child pose just for a moment, stretching out through the hands, through the shoulders. Good. And then we shall come to a seat. With the legs stretched out in front, we're going to bend the right knee and then bring that right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Nice tall spine, squaring the shoulders down the left leg towards the left foot. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, folding from the hip, walking the hands down the leg, maybe to the ankle, maybe around the foot. Again, just listening to wherever feels good for your body today. And release, inhale, coming back up, and we shall swap sides. Bring that left foot in, inhale, straighten the spine, and exhale, folding over that right leg. Maybe one leg feels tighter than the other, that's sometimes typical. It certainly is for me today. And inhale, coming back up. And then we shall come into butterfly, so bringing the soles of the feet together, holding onto the ankles, using the elbows to prise the legs open, and inhale, lifting up, opening the chest, and exhale, folding forward, and bring the chest closer to the feet, keeping the spine nice and straight. And release, and we shall come down onto our backs, and then just hugging the knees into the chest, making a nice tight ball, maybe kind of rolling from side to side. And then we're going to bring our feet up to the sky. And if you can, grab onto the base of your foot. If not, you can just hold the backs of your legs, or you can reach up through the middle, coming into happy baby pose. So trying to bring the knees down towards the ground. You can just bring your head down to the floor as well, and maybe make some gentle rocks from side to side if that feels good. Should feel like quite a strong stretch in the hips, maybe in the glutes as well. And then release the feet. And then from here we're going to come straight into our Shavasana. So you can have your legs extended, arms extended down by the sides of the body. If it's tight for your low back, then just bend your knees slightly. And just relaxing here, let everything go. Just connecting with the breath here. With each exhale, imagine all the muscles are relaxing and loosening even more with each breath. Bringing your attention down into your feet, just scanning for any tingling or any sensations in the feet. Then bringing your attention into the hands, scanning for any sensations in the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, where they're in contact with the ground. Then bringing your attention into your face, the top of the head, relaxing all of the muscles around the forehead, the eyes, relaxing the jaw. And in these last few breaths in this pose, just breathing out any more tension that you're holding onto. And then gently wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. And then slow time rolling onto your right side. And then coming back up to a seat. It has just clouded over here. Temperature has dropped, I think. And we'll just do one last inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale and start. Namaste. Thank you for practicing yoga with me. If you'd like to leave any comments below, perhaps what you'd like to see more of or less of, or any feedback is welcome. And enjoy the rest of your day.